like my best friend. When I eat, it takes the stress away. That's what I do to help me cope with things.
You don't gotta eat it if you don't want it. But when I get it, I usually end up eating it all at once. So I can eat 2 full pieces with 2 orders of wings.
What's like you can't?
You see what I'm saying? You don't appreciate a thing.
I don't need this. I can lose weight on my own. Well, why you ain't lost a check?
Can you believe that moment? Shea arrives for her first appointment with Dr. NS after a long drive from North Carolina. Anticipating a lower weight, she is shocked to learn her actual weight is 655 pounds, far more than she expected. This moment sets the stage for her realization of the severity of her health situation. The shock is just the beginning. See what's next.
After a really long drive from North Carolina, I met Dr. Nowz for my first appointment, and I'm about to find out what I weigh.
Close your eyes.
It's closed.
No, it's not closing, for real.
Man, like dry with that. I think I gotta be down in my lower 500s, but I might have gained some back. So I'm expecting to be in the mid 500s.
Your weight is 655.
The tension mounts as Shea meets Dr. NS. In her consultation, she introduces her companions and talks about her journey and current health status with Dr. NS. He points out her highest ever weight and dives into the reasons behind her weight gain, introducing the term emotional eater, which Shea confirms by sharing her past struggles starting from college. Just when you think you've heard it all, there's more to come.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Hello.
All right, you must be Sakaya?
Yes.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you. And who you have with you?
This is my sister, Shaniqua, and this is my friend slash sister, Delilah.
Hi.
Well, good to meet you all. So how was your trip down here?
It was good.
All right, let's see what's going on with you.
The conversation takes a serious turn here. Shea and Dr. NS delve into the impact of her physical condition on her daily activities. Dr. NS explains the immediate need for weight loss to manage her lymphedema and reduce complications. Shea expresses her readiness to follow the prescribed medical guidance to improve her health. Brace yourself. What comes next is crucial.
So how was your activity? I see you got a lot of lymphedema in your left leg. How is that affecting your activity?
I can walk, but it's limited because it's in the way.
Okay.
What can I do to help me with like the lymphedema, like the blisters?
Well, the only thing you can do right now is to lose some weight. Once that gets big, you're not gonna shrink.
Okay.
If you lose weight, then eventually we have to take it off, but not when you're 600 pounds.
This part is truly a turning point. Fired up by her goals to graduate college, join a sorority, and take a cruise, Shea discusses with Dr. NS the urgent need to drastically reduce her weight to avoid life-threatening complications. Dr. NS emphasizes the critical nature of her situation, citing the potential for a significant decline in mobility and health if she continues at her current weight.
Help me.
All right, you're gonna have to make some changes. You think you can do that?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of this body.
All right.
I'm doing whatever it takes for me to lose the weight.
You have a goal in your life?
Yes, I have 3 goals set. One is to go back to college and finish and graduate, become a teacher. The second one is to join a sorority, and the third one is to take a cruise.
You won't believe what happens next. Dr. NS sets a short-term goal for Shea to lose 50 pounds in the next 2 months to qualify for weight loss surgery. He provides a detailed diet plan and discusses the support system at home, highlighting the importance of Shea making significant lifestyle changes.
Read the roadmap and start working on this.
Okay.
So how much weight does she need to lose?
Around 500 pounds for her height. But if you're talking about her first goal, she needs to lose 50 pounds over the next 2 months to show me that she's serious if she wants to have weight loss surgery. So we'll see if we can give her some instruction.
Okay.
If she followed that, she can lose 40 to 50 pounds each month.
Just when you think the stakes couldn't get higher, Shea's follow-up reveals the psychological and logistical challenges she faces. Dr. NS and his team prepare to provide her with remote therapy to support her emotional struggles with eating, setting a realistic but urgent milestone for her to show commitment to her health overhaul. Up next, see how Shea reflects on her challenging journey.
It will change for her long term. All right, so we'll go over all this. The front page has information about obesity, and then here's the 3 factors that control your weight. We will set up therapy for her to help her to learn to cope with the trauma in healthier ways. But the first step that she needs to take is to lose 50 pounds over the next 2 months.
As Shea processes her situation, the path ahead begins to clear. Reflecting on her consultation, Shea feels hopeful and determined to adhere to Dr. NS's guidelines. She expresses a strong desire to live a long life and overcome her challenges, inspired by her great-grandmother's longevity. Keep watching. Her next update is a heart stopper.
At least now it feels like I'll be headed in the right direction. And I feel like I could trust Dr. Now to lead me down the path to a better life, so I can have some of the dreams that I wanted. I lived so long wanting things that I can't have or do because of my weight. I'm ready to do what it takes to finally change that and get the life that I wanted. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to do it starting now.
This next part is heartbreaking yet hopeful. After missing appointments due to illness and a severe health scare that led to a stay in hospice care, Shea discusses her condition with Dr. NS via a telemedicine session. She recounts her traumatic health episode, emphasizing the dire consequences of her weight on her health. The story takes an even more dramatic turn shortly.
At a telemedicine appointment for her to see how she's doing and find out what's going on with her. Hi, Shakaya. Have you been?
Hi, Dr. Now. I'm doing okay now.
Well, I was worried about you since I haven't heard from you for past 5 months. I left several voice messages and you never called back. So I didn't know what was going on with you.
Unfortunately, I was going to come see you, but I ended up getting sick.
In this final clip, the reality of Shea's situation hits home. Facing personal and housing challenges, Shea talks about her uncertain future and her plans to stabilize her life with the support of friends. She expresses concerns about maintaining her diet and exercise regimen amidst these upheavals, showing her vulnerability and determination. As the video wraps up, her resilience shines through, promising a journey full of ups and downs.
I guess you could say things haven't been going all that well because my mom said she wasn't going to let me come back and live with her anymore. Can't handle taking care of me anymore. And I get it, but it's still upsetting. And at first I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But it looks like me and my friends going to get a place together. But I'm not sure how I'm going to cover my portion of the rent. But my plan is to get a job at a call center, then move to Houston as soon as I can. So it's just going to be a temporary situation for me, with me not having a proper place to stay.
So, you thought your family was a handful? Meet the Perrios. Introduction of the Perrio family with their severe obesity issues. Roshonda Perrio kicks things off by dropping her weight like it's hot, 783 pounds. Her brother, Clarence, and sister, Brandy, chime in with their own hefty numbers, telling tales of doctors who've basically thrown up their hands because of their extreme sizes. Brace yourself, it gets even juicier up ahead.
Hi, my name is Roshonda Perrio. I'm currently 783 pounds, maybe a little bit more.
My name is Brandy Perrio. My weight is about between 600 and 650.
My name is Clarence Perrio. I'm the oldest brother of Brandy and Roshonda. I'm not quite as big as them, but I'm big, you know.
We've been to doctors over the years who told us there's nothing they can do to help us because we're too big.
One of the issues that's in our center, much like other centers around the country, is that we have a limitation.
Next up on the wild ride, Dr. Now steps in with a game face. He's all about treating the supersized and throws down the gauntlet, pointing out this is their last shot at medical help. The whole family's tipping the scales over a ton, teetering on the edge of surgical no-go because of their tricky hearts and lungs. Keep your eyes peeled. The drama ramps up next.
Now that we're here, I'm getting a little scared because this is our last chance.
Altogether as a family, you all weigh over a ton and are nowhere near ready for weight loss surgery.
Dr. Now says there's too much strain on my heart and my lungs right now, and that I can't have surgery until I alleviate that. But we're still planning on moving to Houston. It's been a little rough moving down here to Houston.
Hold on to your snacks, folks. Brandy gets the green light for weight loss surgery thanks to her progress, but twist. Roshonda hears she's backpedaled, regaining half the weight she lost. It's a roller coaster of emotions and setbacks, folks, with surgery dangling like a carrot. The next bit, oh, it's a doozy.
I'm approving you today for weight loss surgery. But Roshonda, you gained half of the weight you lost. Today we are doing a gastric sleeve procedure on Brandy. All right? Room light on. Brandy took her first big step today, and now we just need to get the rest of the family to the same place.
Everything just feels messed up right now because I'm starting to feel like I am never going to lose the weight. Rashonda, I know that she go through depression sometimes.
And just when you think it can't get more real, Clarence dives deep into the feels. He opens up about the mental tug of war that comes with shedding pounds, hinting that things might get worse before they get better. It's all about the head game here, folks. The emotional ante is about to be upped even further. Watch out.
Processing feelings can feel really horrible. That's part of the therapeutic process. At times, it gets worse before it gets better.
I am really struggling right now, and me and the girls haven't been talking much lately. I know that they're a little upset at me right now, but I want to go down there and smooth things over with them soon.
We set out to do this as a family, and that means we need Clarence to do it with us.
Dr. Now isn't letting anyone off the hook easy. He lays out the cold, hard facts. Despite the pounds they've dropped, the whole crew is sliding backwards, regaining weight. It's a slippery slope back to square one, and they need to tighten up stat. Stick around, the next part is a kicker.
I should be down to 372 today.
I'm so scared. I still don't get under 600 pounds.
Randy, your weight loss has slowed even more. So I think it's time you start psychotherapy. Rashonda, you have lost enough weight for us to approve you for weight loss surgery. How does that sound?
This past year, altogether, we lost almost 700 pounds.
We've had our ups and downs.
We all know we still have a lot of hard work ahead, but I know we're ready for it and we can handle it.
Just when you thought it was all about the pounds, skin enters the chat. That's right, the Perios are dealing with the literal fallout of massive weight loss. Loads of extra skin, and it's a pain, literally. This convo is laying the groundwork for more than just weight woes. And guess what? The plot thickens in a moment.
Okay. How's the extra skin doing in your body?
The excess skin is getting a little heavy, causing a lot more back pain now.
You're getting more back pain. That's a change in position, so the more exercise you do, you're better gonna be with that, okay? All right, so just lose a little bit more, get under 300, don't consider that to be an option for you, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Ready for a face-off? Dr. Now goes toe-to-toe with Clarence, throwing down the challenge to keep up the good fight against old habits. It's a no-holds-barred, come-to-Jesus moment about sticking to the plan or risking it all. The tension's building, and you won't believe what's around the corner.
But you didn't do that.
Yes, sir.
So what happened?
I'm not sure.
All right, well, my concern is that you all may be getting comfortable and going back to your old habits, either together or on your own. So all of you need to get back on track. But I tell you what, since you lost 200 pounds on your own, I'll go ahead and schedule your weight loss surgery for 1 month from now.
Did they really just go there? Yup, the family talks up the perks of shedding pounds, including better blood flow, and cough-improved sexual health. TMI, guys, TMI. But hey, it's all part of the lighter side of losing weight. What's next? Trust me, it's worth sticking around for.
Don't you think that your life is better now with all of your weight loss?
Mine is better.
So much better.
Yes, sir.
For some strange reason, I got a better blood flow. I always got an erection.
Well, I don't need to know all the details. That's a little bit too much information for us.
I don't think so.
But let's all keep things going in the right direction, okay?
It ain't gonna be no gain for sure.
Great.
Dr. Now isn't just watching the scale, he's eyeing the family dynamics too, pinpointing a backslide into weight gain as a group project. He's calling for group therapy to tackle what seems like a dysfunctional snack packing squad. The revelations keep rolling, and you're gonna want to see what's up next.
I'm really glad to be getting my weight loss surgery, but I'm still really nervous because I know I'm high risk and that anything could happen. But I'm not letting that shake me.
You guys can step out.
Because I know without this, I don't have much of a chance to be around for my future. So I'm having faith this would be a new start that I needed. And with my birthday coming up in a couple of months, I'm planning on having a celebration for my second chance for my life, since it's my first birthday after my surgery.
As the surgery day dawns, one sibling steps into the spotlight, mixing nerves with hope for a fresh start. It's a big moment, full of risk and high hopes for a turnaround. This segment sets the stage for an epic transformation. Hang tight, the reveal is just ahead.
Eating occurs due to poor coping skills. So that's because of the absence of a healthy replacement behavior. And so if you find yourself eating because there's been a bad day, a criticism, a failure, or anything negative, that can end up leading to a binge eating episode. Have any of you engaged in binge eating since having your surgeries?
It's impossible.
I was snacking.
It's not impossible? You can do it?
Snacks.
Finally, a little party never hurt anybody, right? The episode wraps with a bash, celebrating the siblings' monumental weight loss. It's a rebirth party, people. They're reveling in their lighter lives, but it's clear the road ahead is still long and winding. But don't dash off yet. The after-party gossip is too good to miss.
Do what I need to keep advancing my career. But I'm gonna stay away from the parties, and I'm gonna get back on my diet and what I need to do on the road. I just had to let Dr. Now know I won't be back for a few months. So that means I won't be able to make it to any appointments with him or therapy for a little bit. But I'm gonna be back, and I'm just as committed to this and making it to my goal. I actually have to see my weight at the last appointment and what I gained, because I've come a really long way from being over 600 pounds. When I wake up in the morning, I can't wait to eat.
Oh boy, here we go. The person describes food as their buddy, the kind that sticks around no matter what. They talk about munching away their stress, even though they know it's not the best thing for them. The struggle to kick a lifelong habit of stress eating is real, and it's as tough as an old beef jerky. Up next, get ready for a childhood story that will tug at your heartstrings, but also make you chuckle.
That's what I do to help me cope with things.
I need a roller cart.
Right.
We gonna have to get one.
I know that the food is unhealthy and it's not good for me, but with the habit that I had so long, it's hard to change it. So I'm disappointed in myself for letting myself get to this place. But, you know, you can't change the past.
Buckle up for a bit of a throwback. The individual takes us back to their kiddo days, talking about a peaceful life that gets rocked big time when they lose their mom. Growing up with church, Sunday school, and family meals made food equal love in their book. But hold on, the impact of losing their mom at 12 really shakes things up. Stick around, the emotional roller coaster is just getting started.
As a child, I have 3 siblings. My sister, my older brother, I have a deceased brother. I was a baby, and up until the time that I was 12, everything was really peaceful. My dad was always at work. He was the provider to bring in the finance, but my mom, she was a great stay-at-home, mom. She made sure that we didn't want for nothing.
You're not gonna believe this part. They walk us through the super tough day when they tried to wake up their mom in the hospital, but nada. That day left a big old scar, and ever since, food's been their go-to for a little comfort. It's heartbreaking, but hang in there. You've gotta hear how this all keeps spiraling.
My mother had asthma real bad, so one night she was having an attack. So my older brother, Terry, took mom to the hospital, and before she left, she said, if I don't make it back, tell everybody I love her. But, I'm not thinking that it's a possibility that my mom not gonna come back. So when we got to the hospital,
things get even messier here. After their mom passed, Dad packed up and moved away, leaving our friend with their big sis. They felt pretty ditched, so what do? Yep, they turned to food for some solace. But don't wander off yet. The saga of sibling life and solo living is up next, and it's a doozy.
I started to turn food into a comfort. Food took my painful thoughts away, and it made me happy for that moment. When my mom passed away, my father moved away 3 months later with a lady that I didn't get along with. I moved in with my older sister, which is my only sister. I stayed with her for a few years.
She always was a good little girl. Once my mom passed.
Fast forward to the teen angst years. They're piling on the pounds and feeling pretty left out in the cold without any parental backup. Food becomes their numero uno, their ride or die. But don't dash off yet, because things are about to get a slight bit hopeful, or at least less gloomy.
I saw her and I told LaTanya, I said, you're gonna have to get control of your weight. She felt like she had control of it because she said she was walking, she was in the gym exercising. But at some point, I guess, she stopped dieting and kept eating.
Like 5 years ago, I fell and broke my knee, so I went to the hospital, and that's when...
Just when you think it's all doom and gloom, enter stage right, the fiancé. This new beau is all about loving our main character, extra pounds and all. They've got someone in their corner, rooting for them, which is pretty sweet. But keep watching, because their journey to health is just picking up steam, and you don't want to miss what comes next.
And I don't get really tired when I go grocery shopping because I'm doing something that I like. Once I get inside, I be in the store for hours because I don't know the next time when I'm gonna go. Everybody got a hobby, and food is my hobby. Oh, y'all get some donuts?
Glazed donuts?
Get the strawberry ones too, them different. I eat about 6 times per day. The one, the chips over here, I need some nuggets, eggs, bacon,
Buckle up, Buttercup. The video kicks off with someone confessing their unstoppable urge to munch on everything in sight, realizing their snack attacks are way out of hand. They've hit a real doozy of a wall trying to quit, but just can't shake the habit. You won't believe what's up next.
I always want to eat. And I know my eating's more out of control than it's ever been, and that I'm getting to a breaking point. But I've tried to stop and I can't, and I don't know what to do.
You want me to make 4 patties?
Can you do 6?
Yeah, I got enough to do 8. How many you want?
Why don't you do 8?
All right.
If I didn't have my mom's help, I know I'd be on my own during the day and wouldn't be able to take care of myself, so I'm thankful for her help. But the one change I'm happy about in our relationship.
Yikes, what a pickle. A concerned relative spills the beans on our main character's mega appetite and lightning fast chomping. It's like watching a human vacuum in action, and they're seriously worried about their health ballooning out of control. Just wait till you see what's on the menu in the next clip.
Holly has a big appetite. It's like she can't get the food into her mouth fast enough. And I worry about Holly because it's just not healthy being that big. I don't want to lose her. Nobody's supposed to have to bury their children.
My parents and me have dinner, but that meal is just the start of my dinner. Because Ray has to work late, he comes home after we're finished, and he gets fast food on the way home for both of us.
Oh boy, here we go again. Reflecting on a day's worth of grub, our hero admits they're downing 4 or 5 full meals, plus snacks, and still not feeling stuffed. That constant craving's got them spooked about where this could all lead. Gear up, because the next part dives deeper.
I got the food, sweetie.
By the end of the day, I know I've eaten a lot. I've had probably 4 or 5 meals and a whole lot of snacks. And I'd keep eating if I could, because I'm never full and I always want to eat. And I know my eating's more out of control than it's ever been, and that I'm getting to a breaking point. But I've tried to stop and I can't, and I don't know what to do.
Talk about a game plan. Post-doctor visit, there's a new vibe of trying to ditch the wheelchair and step up the exercise. Progress seems to be poking its head, despite the sweat and tears. You'll want to stick around for the juicy details coming right up.
Months since my appointment with Dr. Now, I've been working on making the changes I need to do his diet and exercise to get my stamina up like I need. And I'm trying to rely less on the wheelchair and move around more. And I feel like I'm making progress and that I'm looking a little smaller. I just really hope it's enough, because I'm sacrificing a lot and working really hard to do this.
This part's a real tearjerker. Struggling with new diet rules, feeling alone because the fam isn't on board, it's rough. They're wrestling with cravings and a dollop of depression, yet soldiering on without much support. Hang tight, because it's about to get even more real.
So completely changing that instantly just isn't easy at all. And what makes it even harder is that my family decided they weren't going to do the diet with me. Ray and my mom are still eating what they want, and having some of that temptation around me makes it even harder. So I feel really lonely and some days even depressed. I know how important it is for me to do this. So I'm trying to just take it a day at a time and focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. Boy, that sandwich looks a lot better than the salad does.
I would have to agree.
Big changes coming through. After getting a stern talking to from the doc, it's out with the old snacks and in with the new diet, taking it 1 meal at a time to avoid a total meltdown. Don't go anywhere. The emotional roller coaster is just picking up speed.
From seeing the doctor, the first thing we did was get rid of the food that was not on the diet. It was really hard to let some of that go. I've really had to take a meal at a time, because if I think about it, I'll get totally overwhelmed.
Y'all already done. Well, yeah, before you eat it. Figure out how many calories.
Here's a twist. Using ice cream as a step counter reward. Our protagonist uses those sweet treats to motivate a bit of outdoor leg stretching. It's like a little sugar-coated exercise. But don't scoot away just yet. The next bit digs into the deep stuff.
With the ice cream. And it starts to make my day get better at that point. But the ice cream and the snacks are just the start. It's good, but I get hungrier as I eat it. You know, I need something bigger. So what I like to get for my first meal is pizza, usually. I like pizza a lot.
Let's get real about food love. Our star chats about how munching has always been their go-to comfort since they were knee-high. Cutting back feels like losing a best buddy. Keep your eyes peeled, because the story gets thicker and the plot juicier.
With 2 orders of wings and the order of cheesy bread. But after I finish, you know I'm still hungry. And I start thinking about what I'm gonna have next. Because food is what's there for me and always has been there for me to make me feel better since I was very young. This has all been very hard for me.
Here's a real knee knocker. Grocery shopping turns into an epic saga of pain and perseverance, showing just how tough things have gotten. It's a battle against their own body, and boy, it's rough. The next scene really lays it on thick, so stick around.
Put your shirt down.
You want some?
No.
I want to add more flavor in most of this stuff, but the only thing I can use is pepper. But I wish I could put more salt and butter in to help with the taste. But I'm restricted with the diet to only a small amount of options. So that is not as fun when it comes to food.
And here comes the cavalry, family support. No junk food in the house and lots of pep talks to keep spirits high. They're towing the line thanks to the cheer squad at home. Don't dash off yet. We're about to wrap this up with a bang.
When we are inside the store, both of my knees are usually throbbing. And it sucks. I can't live like this much longer. And I know if something doesn't change, I don't have long.
I rode the scooter behind him so that he could take a break. All right, you need to sit?
Yeah.
I feel horrible for him. You know, I was always told that people in China are starving to death, so you finish your meal. But I am ridden with a lot of guilt because of the way that Mark is right now.